What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King, aka first name Rage, last name is him. Back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Realm of Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Ground up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe, y'all. We got some news concerning Warner Brothers Discovery and NetherRealm Studios, quite possibly NetherRealm Studios. And before we get started, man, allow me to say this. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. What is Rage King referring to? Allow Rage King to show you what's up. Yes, sir. As you see right here on your screen, ain't no optical illusion, ain't no black magic, ain't no Photoshop. This is the real deal, Holyfield, and real spill. Per GameDeveloper.com, they put out this article right here. Shout out to them. A report has come out that WB Discovery is looking to sell off games and other divisions to prevent total breakup. Game franchises like DC and Mortal Kombat may once again be up for sale as Warner Brothers Discovery tries to make some money. Now we got an article here giving us more details as to what the hell is actually going on with these guys and why they always seem like they always need some money. Like we all don't need some money in this economy, alright? So without further ado, let's get into it. Warner Brothers Discovery's dire financial straits may lead to it selling off various smaller assets as a means to avoid a complete nuclear option corporate breakup. Per Financial Times, senior management like CEO David Zaslav are considering selling off its video game division. That side of the business includes original franchises WBD acquired, Mortal Kombat, and long-running transmedia brands DC, Harry Potter. Let me stop right there. That was a video I made not too long ago about them also shutting down the mobile aspect of NetherRealm Studios and the mobile division, not NetherRealm Studios, of WBD. Be sure to go check it out if you got some time. I do wonder if that coincides with this article now coming out saying that they're trying to once again offer up gaming original franchises like Mortal Kombat, DC, Harry Potter. This was the same thing that happened when they merged. I believe it was around 2020, 2021. Y'all correct me in the comments if I'm off on my time. When they first, when Discovery and Warner Brothers first merged, it was this talk about them selling off this gaming franchise. And yet, once again, here we are 4 or 5 years later talking about the same thing. Hence the reason why I started off the video by saying those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. I'm not saying NetherRealm Studios should have just broke away or anything like that. I'm simply saying that to say this. This is what happens when you make deals with demons and devils. And not only that, this is what happens when you try to cater to a specific brand of audience instead of sticking true to what made you great. Now, were there going to be changes that had to be made over the course of time? Of course, nobody's arguing that. What I am arguing with specifically with Mortal Kombat is when it came down to how y'all represented Mortal Kombat and how y'all published Mortal Kombat and how it was handled, the way that y'all treated Mortal Kombat, the video game and the franchise, with that awful movie in 2021, I don't care what y'all say, that movie was trash. You could have literally named that movie anything else and it would have probably been decent. Still would have been a C+ movie in my opinion. Like, really wasn't that good overall. But the fact that it had the Mortal Kombat name on it and it didn't represent anything Mortal Kombat that made any damn sense, I'm sorry, that movie was trash. From MK11 to the way y'all handled Mortal Kombat 1. This is what happens when you cater to a specific audience and then leave behind the audience that made you what you are today. I'm going to just stop right there and let's continue. Since merging with Discovery in 2022, WBD has repeatedly affirmed its desire to stick around in video games, particularly live service. It saw a big success in 2023 with Hogwarts Legacy, followed by the modest Multiverses and disappointing Suicide Squad in 2024. I was just about to say that. This is not just... When it comes to WBD, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be jumping around, but WB kind of pisses me off with the way they do things. Y'all are literally handling video games on console the same way that you handled a mobile game, and you wonder why you ain't having no success. It's common knowledge. This is why I don't like idiots in high places. It's common knowledge. You handle console games like console games. You handle mobile games like mobile games. When you do that and give them actual content that's not hidden behind a paywall every time you turn the damn game on, then you will have some success. I even called it. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was gonna be nothing more than WB's version of Marvel's Avengers on console. They're too busy handling it. First of all, they give it to a team that don't know what the hell they're doing with the IP. Let's just call that what it is. Two, they don't. How can I say this? Because I'm trying not to be a dick about it. No, fuck that. They don't really. Not only do they not know what they're doing, but they also handle they want to handle shit all the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just give out some shit, put everything behind a paywall, and then think people are gonna keep buying that. Times are too tough out here. Y'all don't really have what I like to call customer friendly products. Y'all just literally throw shit to the wall and then hope people like it and want to stick around and want to go play in it. No, that's not how you do it. Get some people that know what they're doing with the product that they have. You want to know why Hogwarts Legacy was such a success? It's because not only did you have the right programmers for the job, and not only did you handle that game correctly, the product itself was good. You picked a popular product that wasn't so damn money hungry that you literally had to pay a month's rent just to play the damn game. But guess what? You also had people that knew what they were doing with Hogwarts Legacy. They had people that knew the lore. They had people that loved the actual product and knew how to make the product good. When it comes to Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, when it comes to multiverses, when it comes to shit like Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1, y'all don't have people in there that are programming the game that really know what they're doing with that particular product. And that's why it fails. When you have people that are passionate about the product and not just in there trying to get a paycheck, and actually know what they're doing programming wise, then you get the success of a Hogwarts Legacy. It's crazy to think that Hogwarts Legacy and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League were made by the same company. That's insane to think about. On one hand, you got so much success with this, like you have the formula of success, and yet with this, you just take a shit and think that, oh well, just because it's got the name, it's gonna. No, you have to give people a good product. When you have a good product, people are going to buy it. When you have consumer and customer friendly products and don't have every single, and I'm not saying you don't need to have any microtransactions. I'm not saying that at all. But when you have consumer friendly products and don't have everything behind a paywall, you have legitimate special things behind a paywall, you have badass content, people are going to pay for that. When you just, hey, thanks for playing our game, we're gonna give y'all this just for playing our game. That type of shit matters. When you do that and then you come out with something with a microtransaction that's not egregiously, expensive, people are going to buy. You had the formula with Hogwarts Legacy. Why not follow up with that? Everything that y'all did with this game, do it with the other ones, and maybe you will see some success. And maybe you wouldn't have to threaten to sell off NetherRealm Studios and DC and all this other shit just to keep y'all ass out the red. Alright? Sorry for the ramble. Let's continue. According to the outlet, selling its games may be the one sale WBD could make without triggering complications, both legally and content-wise. The company recently lost out on media rights for NBA games and is rebranding its Max Originals back to HBO. Selling itself is in WB's blood. Notably, this is the second time this decade that WB Games has been up for potential sale. Back in 2020, so I was right, when Warner Brothers was still owned by AT&T, parties like Microsoft and Take-Two were interested in buying the interactive division. At the time, a potential deal would have been valued for as much as $4 billion. With a potential sale up in the air back then, It appeared to have affected NetherRealm specifically. Instead of making Injustice 3 after 2019's Mortal Kombat 11, it shifted to the universe reboot of Mortal Kombat 1, or just tell the truth and call Mortal Kombat 1 a reskinned Injustice 3. Scroll down. A sale never happened, and WB Games has stuck around as its own entity. However, Microsoft never fully took its eye off of the Warner ball. Leaked documents from 2023 showed it wanted Gotham Knights, Mortal Kombat 1, and Suicide Squad on Game Pass for a range of $50 to $250 million each. Damn, that's a lot of money. If WB Games were to be sold off now, it's unclear for how much, given the performance of its aforementioned 2023 and 2024 games, along with Monolith Productions' incoming Wonder Woman title. And that is the end of the article. So I pretty much stated my opinion throughout the text earlier. Yeah, at the end of the day, this is what happens when you make deals with demons and devils, bro. This is what happens when you sell out. This is why you ain't never got to worry about Rage King selling out. Because at the end of the day, all these companies want to do, especially at WB, is make all the money they can off of you, and then when you're at your highest, or when they're smart, or I ain't gonna say when they're smart, but when they think they're smart, or when they're in trouble, what the one thing they gonna do, they not gonna sacrifice themselves. You know who they gonna look at? The motherfuckers that made them the money in the first place. But that's just my opinion, man. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this, man. I think honestly they just may pull the trigger this time. Me personally, I think they gonna pull the trigger. To who they gonna sell them to, I have no idea. But I think they definitely could. I think WB could definitely pull the trigger this time. I think they looking at their bottom line and they say, you know what? Let's just cut our losses, make money where we can here, and get rid of and just get rid of these motherfuckers, because they clearly ain't doing what we need them to do. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. As long as y'all are respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you. Rage King. We'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.